Hi, welcome to Let's Evolve Together. I'm Janine Williams, and I am honored to be here to talk to you today. So, if you are new to my page, welcome. I am a starseed, so this page is to welcome starseeds, lightworkers. However, I can help you continue with your evolution of evolving, because we're all doing it together. So the more that we can unite, the faster we can get this show rolling. That's how I sort of kind of look at it, as a show. And when you are watching a show, you tend to want to enjoy it. So the message that I wanted to talk to you guys about today is something that has been a repeated message. Maybe you need to hear this. Maybe you've been feeling the same way. But I think the more that we become consciously aware, then we are able to make those necessary shifts and grow a little bit more. Make maybe a different choice that is going to help with your evolution and your purpose here on the earth during this time. So again, if you are new to my channel, or if you haven't already, to make sure that you get those bell notifications, be sure to subscribe and like. When we like videos, as we know with any kind of social media, it then goes out and it reaches more people. So if we are creating this community of other star seeds and light workers, then we just help each other out by just liking, and then it spreads it out to the rest of humanity. But if you are ready to hear the message, I'm here to share it with you. So the message lately that has been coming in is go with the flow. Go with the flow. So what does it mean to go with the flow? Well, from my perspective, going with the flow is not needing to control everything. It's not needing to have it your way, that you can sit back and you can just say, okay, I'm just going to ride this wave. So think of it as like when you go to the beach, and if you like to boogie board, you don't want to resist the flow of that wave, because when we resist, and a lot of times we tighten up our bodies, then that wave, it's a little rougher on our bodies. It can flip us around. But when we work with energy, it's the same way. You go with that flow of the energy. So everything is energy, so you go with the flow of whatever is coming in at that particular time in your life. So for instance, when I work with my clients, whether it's I do one-on-one, private, and that's in like a package deal, or it's like a one-off, like if I do a womb regression or a past life regression or a karmic disconnect, along those lines, what I always tell my clients is, and this is how we go with the flow, another way is not have any expectations. Go with the intention that, yes, I am going to release and bring up to the surface what no longer serves me, what I need to hear, heal, and release at this now moment. That's really the only thing that we do, is setting those intentions. But having an expectation of what it's going to be like, or we get up all in our heads, that is trying to control it. That's not going with the flow. So the more that we can just sit back, relax, breathe through those emotions or this situation that obviously is going to bring up the emotions, the easier it becomes to just start going with the flow. Because what your idea and intention is may not be the same for what the universe has in store for you. And I think as the human experience, we feel like we have to be in control. Well, I always tell and explain to my clients as we're going through the healing process is, especially if you're dealing with someone else and how they're choosing to show up, the only person you can control is you. But you still have to go with the flow, because when we hold on to the reins of it has to look a certain way, then we are going against the current instead of flowing with the current. And this is the reason why we all react when we see things in the outside world, is because there's a lot of resistance within us. And the more you do that inner work of just being mindful and going, wait a minute, I'm reacting. Why am I reacting? And that's where curiosity comes in, but I'm not going to dive deep into curiosity. I will do that in my next video. But the more we can just sit back and go, okay, I'm experiencing this because I'm still holding on to something of the past. And that's why it's so important to be, the first step is become aware. And then you start building blocks, learning blocks on that. So being aware, and then being aware of, am I in the flow or am I fighting against the flow? Am I holding all this resistance in, or then I'm blocking what I truly want to experience and I desire in this world? Breathe. When that happens and you become mindful of your breath, you just breathe into those emotions and let them move through you. That's how we continue to evolve to that next level. Always come back to your breath. It's one of the things that I always share with my clients, especially when I start working with them, is understanding the power of your breath and the power of quieting your mind. And then, of course, those building blocks. It's a constant thing that we're always doing, is building those building blocks that then allows us to relax more. So notice, start feeling in your body, because you'll feel where you're holding on to resistance in your body, and then this gives you the opportunity to breathe and just go with the flow. Feel that. Understand it more deeply. I will probably, I'm not sure if it will happen this week, but for sure next week, I will be having a guest on, and we're going to talk a little bit more about how they go with the flow and what has worked for them and what has worked with their clients, because we're all just coming together because there's so many different modalities, there's so many different choices that you have in healing and coming back to yourself, and then learning how to do this yourself. I mean, that's one thing I always tell people is, it'll get to the point that everyone's going to be able to do this. But those of us that are here right now to help and support you, it's okay. Lean on us. That's what we're here for. So again, be sure to subscribe so you get those bell notifications. And if you like this video and the content, please like it. It's able to reach out to more people. This is a new page. This is part of, just really creating that community of learning more about our galactic family, learning more about the roles of a starseed, learning learning and understanding all the changes that are happening in our body, ways to heal ourselves, and so on. But just know that this page is a safe place for you. So thank you so much for joining me, and until my next video, I'll see you soon. Take care. Have a great one. Bye-bye.